Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening replay. Playing the Nintendo Switch remake of the game. And last time we went through the mysterious forest, we found the tail key, which went to this little cave right here, the tail cave. We also did a couple of other things inside the village. We started the trade quest, got that to basically the current point where it needs to be at. And yeah, we're pretty much ready for the first dungeon of the game, so let's go ahead and jump right into the Tail Cave. Level 1, Tail Cave. The Tail Cave is not very difficult. It's a very short dungeon. Not really a lot going on here. Very, very simple. Very basic Zelda puzzles here. Just try to defeat as many enemies as you can. Look for all the treasure chests. Open all of those, do all that, and yeah, that's pretty much what you got in your hands here. And here we have the compass. You got the compass. Now you can see where the chests and Nightmare are hidden. This compass has a new feature. A tone will tell you if a key is nearby. So yeah, that's kind of one of the funny things about the original Link's Awakening. You know, once you get the idea for what the compass is, you never have to be told again, but the original Link's Awakening would tell you every single time that, okay, this is what this item does, and it even goes into detail about the new feature of a key being hidden in a room, and the noise that it makes whenever there is a key in a room. So yeah, it was kind of a meme piece of text. They kind of kept the text going on in this version. So I can't complain too much, but, you know, that has always been one of the funny things about the original Link's Awakening. Because, yeah, like, it's like, oh, yeah, new feature. We know it's a new feature. You've told us every single time we've been in a dungeon. Thankfully, the text for the dungeon map is not as long, which I believe that's what we have right here. At last, you got the map. Press the minus button to look at it. Let's go ahead and do that. So you have a basic layout of the dungeon. You can see where all the treasure chests are. On the map, you may have noticed this little icon right here, and you can actually take a look at it again right here. This is basically a one-way door. So if I go through here, I can't go back through it the other way. I have to kind of go a roundabout way to get around here again. So we're not going to go that way, just in the interest of convenience. So we're going to go this way instead. Let's see what we got on this side of the dungeon. Get some health, because I was lacking on that. And in this room right here, you may have noticed, there is a cracked wall here. Unfortunately, we do not have any bombs, because we couldn't purchase them yet. But there is something here we'll have to come back for at a later date and time. It's a little annoying that the game kind of forces you to do that, but what else are you gonna do? There's a treasure chest right there from killing all the enemies. Ooh, 20 rupees. Joy! Joy indeed. There's another small key. It can open a locked door. Sounds good. So if we look at our map again, yeah, I think we want to go kind of the left side first. Just in the... Well, actually, no. Let's go to the right side first because of another item we can find. Because I need to kind of discuss that item as well. So yeah, this is the door I was talking about earlier. Like, we can't go down through it because it was a one-way door, so we're kind of stuck in this region until we finish up everything. Oh, look at you, safe over there. Good for you, Mr. Skeleton. Okay, so in this room right here, we have some unique enemies. As you can see, they flash different symbols, basically the card symbols on a deck of playing cards. Your goal for these enemies is you need to slash one, and you basically need to slash it so all three enemies are of the same symbol. like that. And then once you do that, the enemies will be defeated, and then you can continue on. This is an owl statue. The beakless statue is saying something. You can't make it out. Well, thankfully, another dungeon item we have is the stone beak. Now to find an owl statue to fit it into, so we're going to do that now. Turn aside the spin ones with a shield. Okay, or the spined ones. Whatever you want to say. So yeah, they basically give you like little tips on how to get through the dungeon. Which can be helpful in some cases, because there are some puzzles that aren't incredibly obvious if you just walk into a room. So they can be kind of helpful in giving you that information if you, you know, haven't played the game before, or if you're just not sure what to do. It seems like there's like at least a hint for like every like boss key in like every dungeon, it seems like. So, or at least for all the obscure ones anyway, the ones that are not incredibly obvious. Oh my god. Okay, good. Piece of power! Sweet. I'll take that. So we have another owl statue right here. If there is a door that you can't open, move a square block. Oh wow, I wonder what we have to do in this room. Okay, so these are the spined ones that the hint was talking about. So we just use our shield, topple them over, and that will open a secret staircase. But before we do that, let's go ahead and read this. Oh, well, it just gives us the same hint, apparently. I mean, I guess that would make sense to have them in here, but, I don't know. Also, Goombas. Good old Goombas. The fun thing about Goombas is you can land on them, and whenever you land on them, you automatically get a heart. I guess it's the game's way of rewarding you for knowing how to take out Goombas. So yeah, that's something you can do if you need to get health in a dungeon. If you know there's going to be Goombas around. So let's go up through this hallway, and here is the dungeon item for Dungeon 1. The very useful Rock's Feather. You got the Rock's Feather, it feels like your body is a lot lighter. So with the Rock's Feather, you do have to equip it, so make sure you have that up before you use it. And this basically allows you to jump, which is pretty cool. I mean, there are some games where Link can jump, Zelda 2 being a big example of that, but yeah, it's kind of neat to actually have a game where Link can just jump around very easily. And it kind of works because there are like little sections like these little 2D sections. These 2D sections are, I guess, kind of a tribute to Zelda 2 in a lot of ways, because that was a pretty big part of Zelda 2. It's kind of cool looking at that and thinking about that now that I've actually played and beaten Zelda 2. Because it took me a long, long, long time to do that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to go up here and get the final dungeon item. Basically in every dungeon, in addition to like small keys, because every dungeon has a certain number of small keys, depending on how big it is. But you'll find the compass, you'll find the map, you'll find the stone beak, you'll find the dungeon item that is specific to that dungeon. In this case, it was Rock's Feather. And we have the Nightmare Key, which is the boss key, quote-unquote. Now you can open the door to the Nightmare's Lair, so the boss room. Need to find that if you want to beat a dungeon, so make sure you pick that up at some point. So yeah, now that we have all that, we can pretty much start making our way to the boss lair. Let's destroy some bats along the way, just for fun. Jump over here, and we have our first mini-boss. There's a lot of very interesting mini-bosses in this game. For this one, you have to jump over this giant spiked rolling pin. And just slash the guy with your sword. After a couple of hits, he'll go down pretty quickly, though. And every mini-boss will also give you a fairy, too, so you can kind of recover your damage. And it'll also unlock this very helpful floor portal here, where if you stand in the middle of it, you'll actually warp all the way back to the very beginning of the dungeon. And you can also use this as a shortcut to get back to that room, basically. So these can be pretty damn helpful if you need them. But we're actually about done here. I guess we'll go ahead and pay a visit to the downstairs. Oh, God. Sans, what happened to you, buddy? You just hanging out? Yeah, this looks kind of creepy. Not sure if I'm gonna like what we're having in store here, but let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Moldorm. Buzz, buzz, outsider. So yeah, this is Moldorm. Pretty common Zelda boss. He slithers around the room trying to come after you. He has one weak point in his tail. You just have to keep slashing his tail and look out for him as he slithers around. I think he takes like 4 hits in this game. And there we go. But yeah, if you fall inside the pits, you've fallen out into that dungeon area and you have to climb back out and do the fight over again. It can be pretty annoying, but that's basically what this is. We beat him. We got a heart container for defeating the boss. Your maximum number of hearts increased and your health has been refilled too. And we can also go in here to get the first of the main collectibles of the game. We have an instrument of the siren. We have the full moon cello. Swamp. A path opens in the blooms. Okay, sounds good. Game giving us our next path, or the next direction of where we need to go. But we're going to have someone else give us a little bit of direction as well. In the form of our flying feathered friend, Mr. Owl. Hoot! That is an instrument of the Sirens. I have to admit, at first I did not believe you were real. That instrument, along with the 7 others in this set, has the power to wake the windfish. You must collect them all. I was instructed to give you directions. Your next goal is north in Kapunga Swamp. Hoot, indeed. Okay, so that's where we're going to be going next. Which, sounds good to me. It gives me something to do while I'm trying to find a way off this island, I guess. So, guess I can't complain too much. Uh-oh. Those kids look distressed. Hey, buddy, it's serious. Yeah, really serious. Yeah, it is. The moblins came to the village. Yeah, that's right. A whole gang of moblins. Then, it's for real, they all went to the house. Yeah, that house. And they did something at Bow Wow's house. It was really bad scene with the moblins. So, I mean, it might be faster to find out yourself what happened. Yeah, so, uh-oh. No, Madam Meow Meow is distressed too. Aye, it's terrible. My Bow Wow was dognapped by moblins. Oh, please, somebody help my poor Bow Wow. Don't worry, lady. We'll help your poor Bow Wow. After I grind for some more rupees. I mean, there might be some more stuff available now. Like, again, I kind of hope the, what I wanted to buy last video is available now, if I'm being honest, because it's kind of unfortunate that I couldn't buy them when I wanted to. Nope, not available yet. Okay, so we'll have to come back for that later. I also... Not that I I like the song that's playing. I like it better than the original version because it just... The original version is just, like, kind of loud and almost kind of, like, unsettling. Well, this is, like, more comedic, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite song in the remake, by far. Again, just kind of find it a little funny. Okay, we have a new statue in there, a Goomba statue, which, now where we can find to put that one from what we saw earlier, so let's go ahead and, I guess I'll go ahead and grab that while we're here. I know I've played this in, like, every single video so far, but... It might be good to actually, like, try to aim for a moving one. Okay, so it didn't really work. It goes down a lot faster than you think it will, so... I'll try again. Now I feel like that one's not far enough. Well, I made it move. That's one thing. That is something you can kind of do. If you don't like the moving targets, you can kind of use the crane to, like, kind of push it out of the way a little bit. Why did that not get it? How am I doing in rupees right now? 50? Okay, hold on. 'Cause I think the purple rupee is like a 50 rupee if I'm not mistaken, so... At the very least we can kind of use that. It's just not closing it in time. Come on! Why is it missing it like that? There we go. Got it. What?! So dumb. That's so dumb. Come on. Got it! Now watch, it's gonna fall out. Okay. Well, I got it at least. No. Oh, I have 10 rupees. Honestly, I probably... Maybe I should try to make a profit for it. I mean, it's just... Yeah, let's try to make a profit really quick. I mean, I have time. Because Tail Cave did not take me very long at all. Don't you dare fall out. Oh, God. Nope. Because I can't challenge it anymore, dude. I do get 50 rupees, though, which I feel like that's about how much I spent trying to get that damn Goomba anyway. Also, I can do it again to get another 50 rupee, but I think I'll pass. We have some good money now. Decent money, I guess. Maybe not good money. We have some monies. Come on, where's that blue rupee? There always seems to be at least one blue rupee in this little grass section, but... apparently not this time, anyway. Okay, not a problem. So, Terran's sleeping in bed after the little mushroom event from earlier. Oh, snore, huh? If you don't know, called man Elvira. Zonk, snore. Oh god. Okay, well let's put this here. Hell yeah. They have a Goomba statue now. Looks better already. Okay, well now that we've done that, we can start doing some other things now. And now that we have the Rock's Feather, that'll actually allow us to get a couple of other things as we go through this next section. So we're going to kind of go back through the forest here. And I mentioned earlier that having the Rock's Feather actually helps with combat to a pretty significant degree. And you can see it with these guys right here. You can kind of jump over them, which is kind of helpful, and then just kind of get the kill from behind, which is nice. Also, these bushes right here, these flowers, they kind of make a square pattern. Well, that's usually obvious that it's going to hide something. This is a secret seashell. This is actually a new location. This wasn't in the original game. But still, a nice find, just the same. I'm trying to think of anything else we can do. The feather by itself also just kind of helps with navigating through the forest. You can take a little shortcut to get to where the tail key was, and also you can use it to kind of get over to where the toadstool was. So if you need powder, this is an arguable faster way to get the powder, which is nice. But again, it really depends if you want to refill the powder, which, like I said before, it's not a super necessary requirement. Also, I believe, yep, there's a seashell right there. Another location that's not in the original, so do not look for that there if you're playing the original version. I'll try to make a note for where, you know, original locations and remake-only locations. Because some people might want to use this for a guide for the original game, which I think is still capable of being done. You just have to kind of keep in mind that not everything will be the same for obvious reasons. So here, piece of heart. This wasn't the original game. That's generally, I think, the first piece of heart you'll get that's not the one inside the well or any of the minigame related ones. So yeah, there's that one. This just takes you back down to the witch's house, which we don't need to go there. Well, I think I will still go this way anyway, just because. We'll go ahead and walk through the cemetery really quick. Now we're going to go through the Tabal Wasteland, which, one thing that's kind of cool about this area is they actually did add a heart piece in here, which there's no reason to go here otherwise in the original game, so it's kind of cool they actually added like something for this section, which is otherwise just completely barren, and again, no reason to even come here. Yeah, there is a heart piece we can grab. So we'll go ahead and get that, and I think with that I'm actually going to go ahead and stop the video here. This is kind of the next area we need to be at. So we'll probably start exploring this area next time. So this has been SlimKirby. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time when we basically check out this hut over here, which is a very, very important hut that's specific to something only in this version of the game. And we'll also see what's over here. We'll start making our way to the next dungeon, all that other fun stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much how the next video is going to be. This has been SlimKirby. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.